Welcome to Hollywood Secrets Information. In this video, we are going to uncover 10 massively underrated movies from the 2000s that deserved far more attention than they ever received. While blockbuster franchises dominated theaters during the decade, many incredible films quietly slipped under the radar despite their unforgettable stories, powerful performances, and unique styles. Some of these movies became cult classics years later, while others are still hidden gems waiting to be discovered by a new generation of film lovers. From psychological thrillers and sci-fi masterpieces to emotional dramas and action-packed adventures, this list is filled with movies that prove great cinema is not always the biggest box office hit. So grab your popcorn, sit back, and prepare to discover some amazing forgotten films from the 2000s that truly deserve another chance. 1. Equilibrium, 2002. Released in 2002, Equilibrium is one of the most overlooked science fiction action films of the decade. Starring Christian Bale, the movie takes place in a futuristic society where emotions are outlawed to prevent war and violence. Citizens are forced to take daily drugs that suppress all feelings, while special agents destroy art, music, and literature. Bale plays John Preston, an elite enforcer who slowly begins to rediscover human emotion after missing his medication. What follows is a thrilling rebellion against a cold and oppressive government. The film mixed stylish gun fu action with philosophical ideas about freedom, emotion, and individuality. Many fans later compare its visual style to The Matrix, but unlike that blockbuster, Equilibrium never received major mainstream success. Over time, however, the movie developed a strong cult following because of its intense action scenes and surprisingly emotional story. Today, many viewers consider it one of the most underrated sci-fi films of the 2000s. 2. The Fall, 2006. Directed by Tarsem Singh, The Fall is a visually stunning fantasy drama that many movie fans sadly missed when it was released in 2006. The story follows a hospitalized stuntman who tells an imaginative fantasy tale to a young girl recovering in the same hospital. As his emotional state changes, the fantasy world becomes darker and more emotional. The movie was filmed in more than 20 countries and features breathtaking real-world locations instead of heavy CGI effects. Every scene looks like a moving painting filled with color, creativity, and emotion. Despite receiving praise for its visuals, the film struggled at the box office because it was difficult to market to mainstream audiences. Over the years, however, viewers began appreciating its artistic beauty and emotional storytelling. The relationship between the stuntman and the little girl gives the movie genuine heart beneath all the fantasy elements. Today, The Fall is widely considered one of the most visually underrated masterpieces of the 2000s. 3. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, 2005. Before becoming a global superstar again through superhero movies, Robert Downey Jr. delivered one of his funniest performances in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Released in 2005, this clever crime comedy follows a small-time thief who accidentally lands an acting audition and becomes involved in a dangerous Hollywood murder mystery. Alongside him is a sarcastic private detective played by Val Kilmer. The movie combined sharp humor, fast dialogue, and unpredictable twists in a way that felt fresh and unique. Writer-director Shane Black filled the film with hilarious narration and clever references to classic detective stories. Unfortunately, the movie received only a limited theatrical release and failed to find a large audience at the time. But as the years passed, fans discovered its witty writing and incredible chemistry between the lead actors. Many now believe it helped revive Robert Downey Jr.'s career before he became a Hollywood megastar again. 4. Children of Men, 2006. Children of Men is now considered one of the greatest science fiction films ever made, but surprisingly, it was not a major success when it first arrived in theaters in 2006. Directed by Alfonso Cuarón and starring Clive Owen, the movie takes place in a bleak future where humans have become infertile and society is collapsing. Hope returns when a refugee woman mysteriously becomes pregnant, and one man must protect her through chaos and violence. The film became famous for its incredible long takes and realistic action scenes that placed viewers directly inside the danger. Beyond the action, the movie explored themes of immigration, government oppression, and the loss of hope in humanity. Despite critical acclaim, the film underperformed financially because audiences were expecting a more traditional sci-fi blockbuster. Over time, however, its reputation grew enormously, and today it is praised as one of the smartest and most realistic dystopian films ever made. 5. Moon 2009. Released in 2009, Moon proved that science fiction does not need giant explosions or massive budgets to tell a powerful story. Starring Sam Rockwell, the movie follows a lonely astronaut nearing the end of a 3-year mining mission on the moon. With only a computer companion for company, he begins experiencing strange events that make him question his identity and reality. Directed by Duncan Jones, the film focused heavily on atmosphere, emotion, and psychological tension instead of flashy effects. Sam Rockwell carried nearly the entire movie alone and delivered one of the best performances of his career. Critics praised the movie, but its limited release prevented it from becoming a mainstream hit. As more people discovered it through streaming and word of mouth, Moon slowly became a beloved cult classic. Many science fiction fans now consider it one of the most intelligent and emotional hidden gems of the decade. 6. A History of Violence, 2005. Directed by legendary filmmaker David Cronenberg, A History of Violence blended crime, drama, and psychological tension into one unforgettable story. The movie stars Viggo Mortensen as a small-town family man who becomes a local hero after stopping a violent robbery. But after the incident gains national attention, mysterious gangsters arrive, claiming he has a dark past connected to organized crime. The film explored how violence can affect identity, family, and human nature itself. Unlike traditional action thrillers, the violence here felt sudden, brutal, and deeply uncomfortable, making every moment more intense. Although critics praised the movie and its performances, it never became a huge commercial success because of its dark tone and mature themes. Over the years, however, many viewers began appreciating its realistic storytelling and emotional complexity. Today, it is considered one of the finest crime dramas of the 2000s. 7. Lucky Number Slevin, 2006. Lucky Number Slevin combined crime, mystery, comedy, and revenge into one stylish thriller that many audiences overlooked in 2006. The movie stars Josh Hartnett as a man who becomes trapped in a deadly conflict between rival crime bosses after being mistaken for someone else. Featuring an impressive cast including Morgan Freeman, Bruce Willis, and Ben Kingsley, the film kept viewers guessing with clever twists and stylish dialogue. The movie balanced dark humor with suspense in a way that felt similar to classic crime films from the 1990s. Unfortunately, it arrived during a time when many similar crime thrillers were flooding theaters, causing it to get lost among bigger releases. But viewers who later discovered the movie appreciated its smart storytelling and surprising ending. Today, it remains one of the most entertaining hidden thriller gems from the 2000s. 8. Sunshine, 2007. Directed by Danny Boyle, Sunshine is a visually powerful science fiction thriller that deserved far more recognition than it received. The movie follows a team of astronauts sent on a dangerous mission to reignite the dying sun and save humanity from extinction. Starring Cillian Murphy, the film combined psychological tension, philosophical questions, and stunning visual effects. As the mission becomes increasingly dangerous, the crew members slowly begin losing hope and sanity under overwhelming pressure. The movie explored sacrifice, fear, faith, and survival in deep and emotional ways rarely seen in mainstream science fiction. While critics praised its ambition and atmosphere, the film struggled commercially because audiences expected a more traditional action blockbuster. Over the years, however, many viewers grew to appreciate its emotional intensity and incredible soundtrack. Today, Sunshine is widely considered one of the most underrated sci-fi experiences of the 2000s. 9. Frailty, 2001. Released in 2001, Frailty is a chilling psychological thriller directed by and starring Bill Paxton. The story follows two young brothers raised by a father who believes God has commanded him to destroy demons disguised as humans. As the children grow older, one begins believing his father's mission while the other becomes terrified of the violence surrounding them. The film slowly builds tension through mystery, religion, fear, and shocking twists. Unlike many horror thrillers of the time, Frailty relied more on atmosphere and emotional storytelling rather than gore or cheap jump scares. Critics praised the movie's dark tone and intelligent script, but it never became a mainstream success because of limited promotion and its disturbing subject matter. Over time, however, the film earned a loyal cult following among thriller fans. Today, many viewers consider it one of the smartest and most haunting psychological thrillers of the 2000s. Those were 10 massively underrated movies from the 2000s that truly deserved much more attention. Some became cult classics years later, while others still remain hidden gems waiting to be discovered by movie fans around the world. These films prove that incredible storytelling, unforgettable performances, and powerful emotions are not always rewarded at the box office. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Hollywood Secrets Information for more amazing movie lists, forgotten classics, celebrity stories, and Hollywood history videos. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.